Can see clearly now. Welcome back, ma'am. Welcome back. Waiting for the others to join. I hope that they got the right information. 1 second there, please. Uh, we're eating three chicks, Tasha.
Sir, I wasn't eating tea chips. I was eating plantain chips.
Oh, so you're eating something. So I know I heard some mumbling jumbling with that paper here now. I know I heard it now.
The mute was on.
Oh, it was the whole man here the three tricks, the three tricks, or
Oh,
the planting thing. Let me call her to help her. I don't think her auntie saw the text. Um, need some, need some six and two. Yeah, you have the meeting ID, right? This is Nikosha, Mr. Bernard here. We're waiting on you, ma'am. Oh, you just entered. Okay then, thank you. All right, bye bye. All right, so we're back. So let us get into the meat of the matter now. Okay, welcome back, ladies. Welcome to your human and social biology class. And as I've said before, just mute your mic. Short, just mute your mics, please. Okay, thank you. Oh, breaking news. Breaking news. It was not tree tricks, it was planting chips. Am I correct, Sister Tarsha?
yes, sir.
Oh, that's correct. Okay. Okay. All right. So we're gonna start our human and social biology class now. Um, Last week we looked at the syllabus and we looked at some key pointers and so forth. So just to refresh you and to remind you, we can do this thing in 2 weeks, which is very much possible. Now you have to ensure that you do your assignments within that short period of time, and then you'll be able to do the exam. You have enough time to do a lot of passport questions and get your grade 1 for human and social biology. Now, I'm starting the syllabus with you in your live session tonight with section D, which the title of that section of the syllabus is Disease and its Impact on Human Beings. That's where we are tonight with this. Okay? All right. Now, title of that section of the syllabus is Disease. Yes. Now, you're expected to to do your just like the mathematics class, you're expected to do your assignments on a weekly basis. Some persons have, and I hope now know they recognize it's 5 months to exams. It's a different ball game. Okay, and I know that she's doing very well now in terms of her health. To God with the glory. All right, so we'll continue to pray that God continues to work on your health. All right, now in my class, students will be given time to do what you call it now presentations. So next week, Ashay, I'm asking you, please be prepared to do a presentation on the respiratory system with that model. You must can find a plastic bucket. There's even one lungs, one balloon, one lungs, one diaphragm. Put applicable. Them already sell the scandal bag these days, but you must can find a whole piece and wrap it around the bottle so we can do a class demonstration next week. So be prepared for that next week. Um, Tarsha, Nikosha, you have Tarsha. I'll be sending your enrollment letter tonight. All right, so you can, but you already have access to the thing, so it's not like you know, well, sort out your thing. You know what I mean? So you can get started, but you can go ahead and watch those videos. I'm gonna start out the HSB part for you, Tarsha, as well. But I guess by the time you get that tool, you can switch over to Schoology, right?
Okay.
Um, yes. Nikosha, your enrollment letter was emailed to you in the email address that was given to CDP Library Services. So check your email and you'll see your your login information. So you can log in to your HSB class slash you log in course, log into your maths course if you have not yet done so. And everybody's expected to do their assignments on a weekly basis. So without any further ado, let us get into human and social biology. Now, the objectives from the C.X.C syllabus, as stated, discuss the causes, signs, symptoms, treatment, modality, and prevention of chronic lifestyle related diseases. Now, notice the word discuss. They're not asking you to give a one sentence or a two sentence. It's a discussion. So when you're discussing, you will be given points for and points against, but using your biological facts, principles, and procedures. So they want to discuss the causes. Therefore, you must know the causes of various lifestyle diseases that are listed in the syllabus. Tonight we'll see how much of it we can look at tonight. You must know the signs, you must know the symptoms, you must know how they are treated and how we can prevent them. Now, I bet you any money that next year exam is going to include COVID as a respiratory illness disease. And that's supposed to be easy cheesy something for you. 'Cause you live in it. Sorry, wear a mask, sanitize, and we are keeping our social distances. Okay? Easy something for the know. And you know the cause of it. All right? Now, the other objective says discuss the causative agent. The causative agent could be a virus or a bacteria. Good. Um, the signs and symptoms, prevention and control of what? Infectious diseases. So there are different classification of diseases. So you have infectious diseases and you have lifestyle related diseases. And tonight we'll be looking at lifestyle related diseases. The third objective asks to discuss the cause, symptoms, and mode of action rather, prevention and control of HIV and or AIDS. No, HIV is the virus, but when it becomes chronic, it's called AIDS. okay, which is an abbreviation for you know soon. Let's go. Oh, sorry, my bad. So we go here. Now, when you're going to define, we're defining the word discuss now. When the exam asks you to discuss, they want you to present reasoned arguments for or against. They want you to consider points both for and against, as I said earlier, and you have to explain the relative merits of a case. That's what the C.X.Cs are. That's what they're testing you for. And this comes under UK. Now, students who normally get low grades for UK never normally get more than a grade 4. All right. So UK is very important. Now, so present reasoned arguments. So what this is asking you to don't depend on the class alone for facts. Because Mr. Bernard is not the know it all and end it all. You want to read widely. Okay, watch some YouTube videos, listen to doctors talk, and yeah, edify yourself. Read widely, very important. And I know we have a reader in our midst, loves to read. Okay, now here are some diseases, lifestyle diseases, and we know why it's called lifestyle diseases. You know, obesity. You have some persons who think they are not obese because they have a slim, trim body, but obesity is defined by what you call a BMI, body mass index, right? Which is calculated by finding your height and your weight. Good. That's what they use to determine if you are obese. And there are different calibrations of whether you're obese or not obese. And you learn that shortly too. Now, one of the very common lifestyle disease, and it's called lifestyle because a lot of persons like myself, well, I love to eat, but I eat healthy most times. I am a vegetable man. I'm a man who eats vegetables. I eat, sometimes I eat a little meat here and there, but if you come to my house for dinner, trust me, you're getting beans, lentils, and chickpeas. You're not getting any form of meat. Okay, good. So you practice good eating at my house. So diabetes is one of those lifestyle diseases, and it is categorized in two types, type 1 and type 2. You also have another disease, which is cardiovascular disease, and the word cardiovascular comes from, referring to the heart, disease of the heart. And the conditions that are linked to it is hypertension and coronary heart disease. So you need to know about these things. Now, diabetes mellitus, or otherwise type 2 diabetes, and secondary hypertension as complications of obesity. So the persons who are dying in the thousands and the hundreds and the millions in America now is because they suffer from these lifestyle diseases. I don't want to mention any business name, but the people who sell chicken, they are, the name. I don't need to call them. Americans tend to dig deep into these people. Now, eat. I don't want to use the word nyam because nyam is a word in Jamaica for those who are viewing from YouTube. But they love to eat a lot, junk food. And another place of them call themselves King. Them name with their burger and their and I didn't call the company. So if you hear it, it's not me. YouTube, I didn't call the company. It's a King, but they happen to sell burger. Those persons will be affected too. And then we need to look at the importance now of diet and exercise. How does it help to prevent these lifestyle diseases? So let's go deeper. Now you might want to take a bit of notes. Hope you're seeing the screen. Now the first objective in the syllabus, as it relates to this, it says state of being grossly fat. are overweight. So we are defining obesity, which means that you're grossly fat or overweight. You know, as a man, I like women who are they call them voluptuous, fluffy divas they call themselves. But sometimes being a fluffy diva is not healthy.
Hey,
What is it, Tasha? Tasha, what was that?
so you like thick girls.
Lord have mercy, Tasha. This is HSB. Yes. Yeah. Oh, thick. Oh, it's not overweight. It's thick now. Not fluffy again. It's thick. Okay. Okay. All right. Yes, I do like the on the other thick on the thicker side. All right. But I do talk to the ones on their slim trim, and they say they do have to go to the gym as well. All right. Now the circles have in it related conditions when a person is overweight, what they will suffer from. So a person who's overweight can suffer from heart disease, high blood pressure, diabetes, certain types of cancers, high blood cholesterol, obstructive sleep, called um Sister Tasha, can you pronounce that name for me, please? The A word.
What?
Apnea.
Apnea. Yes, thank you very much. Actually, thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right. So these are conditions that are related to the being obese. Not very good. Now, as I said to you before about the collaboration, you can make notes because that information is very important. Good. All right. One second here. Make the notes while I'm pausing. Make the notes, please. Now, if you notice now, as I said to you before, the body mass index, the 18.5. If your body mass index is 18.5, it means that you're underweight. So yes, you'll still be sick. If your body mass index is between 18.5 and 24.9, then you're normal. So if you find yourself having a BMI of 18.5 to 24.9, it means that you're normal. So you can go and find out your body mass index by applying the formula. Yeah. By the way, if you're going to, let me say if you're thinking, if you're going to try and calculate your body mass index, what measurement tool do you need? See if you were listening earlier. What measurement tool do you need? If there was a job if there was a job at a hospital you needed to do to measure BMI, I don't know if you would get the job. So you should know what instruments you need to use. If you're gonna measure the person weight, what would you need?
The scale, the one with
Yes,
them like slide something across and
yeah, you could use that one, but you could use a simple foot scale. It's not one.
but it's a hospital, so I was saying the one that they use at the hospital.
Come again?
You said the one they said the hospital, so that's the one that they use at the hospital because I have to use it often.
Oh well, yes. That one's like a beam balance. Where they draw the thing and it must balance and that's why they call it one like a beam balance, right?
Yes, sir.
A standing beam balance where you can stand upon. Very good. So you need a scale rather. And what else you need? there are two factors that they measure: your weight and your height. So what you need? We never go to hospital yet. We never go to clinic yet for find out.
Yeah, they make me stand against a wall and they measure me. I don't something on the wall. Let me see.
What it looks like.
It's just like a lot. I don't know what it
Says me can stand against one wall.
is. Sir, they have this like chart, like something. That's what they use for me.
For you.
I stand against the wall and they measure my height.
So what do you use to measure your height?
I don't know what it's called. It's a chart. They use a chart with numbers on it.
See, it don't have the lines on it, numbers and lines on it.
Ruler, sir.
What it reminds you of? Oh, so your eyes were closed when they were measuring your height. All right.
Ruler, sir. I
Maybe
don't.
a tape measurement or something, sir. I don't really. Some tape measuring something.
Okay, so task says some tape measurement. They could use tape measurement, of course. Why not? Ah, what a ruler? One long. That's a ruler. What they have on the wall there. That's a ruler. It have lines. Okay. All right. Good. So you're normal then if you are between 8.5 to 24.9. Now, listen to this one. Yeah. The overweight people, them. If you're overweight, because overweight different from obese now. And some of us might be overweight. Might be.
Lightly.
What that one go?
Lightly.
Quietly. Quietly, yes, man. Yeah, might be quietly. I like that one.
Lightly, sir. Slightly. Just
Slightly. Okay. Okay. All right.
1 point.
Okay. Nikosha, where you fall? You fall on the slightly too? In Nikosha, where you fall?
I'm obese.
How? How are you upset?
Seriously? Okay, not a problem.
No, I'm
Okay.
slightly.
Well, you're slightly. So we have slightly obese.
I'm slightly
And we have
overweight, sir.
slightly overweight, sorry. And we have obese. Well, me now, me me short. I me the weight 210. So don't laugh off of me now. So Nikosha, you kind of have a company, but we need to work on it. You start eating vegetable like me, okay, Nikosha?
Sir, I 165 million.
Sir, I'm normal.
So then how you say you're obese?
Eh,
Oh, because you're tall and you have a little weight.
no, I'm short.
Oh, oh.
I am I am tall-ish.
And you're
I'm
tallish.
5'7".
Okay.
I'm shorter than that.
You're shorter than that. And you're 155. So how much you weigh, Ashley, if you don't mind?
207.
Mercy, you're obese. You're very much obese. 207.
I checked it.
Okay, checked it.
Something 20 something 26 or 27. Benjamin.
Oh, okay, okay, all right. Well, I'm kind of obese. Maybe I'm overweight. I don't know if I'm obese, but lot of persons don't feel a way if you are said to be obese or overweight. But the whole aim of human and social biology is to educate you of the health risk of being obese or so forth. So therefore, it means that if you discover that you're obese, you need to change your diet and exercise. Okay. All right. So if you're overweight, your BMI must be between 25 to 29.9. Now, if you're obese, your BMI is between 30 to 34.9. And if you're extremely, so you call mumpy, you're over 35. So I don't believe in mumpies are inside here, thank God. Don't think you'll be holding in the chair you're sitting in. All right. So now, causes of, can anybody tell me what are some of the causes or possible causes of obesity? Anybody? What do you think cause obesity?
Lack
Eating a
of
lot of junk
exercise.
food and stuff.
Eat a lot of junk food and stuff. Okay.
Not
All right.
exercising.
Not
Lack of
exercising.
exercise.
Lack of exercise. Okay, wonderful. Now, did you know that genetics is a part of it too?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. I was going to tell you
Okay.
that.
Yes, sir.
Oh, you were going to. Okay, thank you. Because some Jamaicans will love to say, "Oh, I come from the big bone family. They have a big bone." So because they have big
Yeah, I
bone,
am.
yeah, this is therefore that you come from big bone family, Tasha.
No, sir.
Oh,
I'm normal,
you're
slim.
normal,
Yes,
slim.
sir. I'm slim. And I'm
Oh,
tall.
see, and you're tall. Okay, all right, good. So you don't have to go to the gym then, like some of us. Okay. All right. So genetics is one of the contributing factor. They say, and I say they say, right, as a cause of obesity. This is one that I know. Overeating, especially as she said, as a junk, and a diet high in simple carbohydrates. You know, some people like Mr. Bernard, when he's cooking, you know something. I don't. This probably make this video go viral. Not a problem. It. I was cooking yesterday and had whole wheat dumpling in my pot. I had pumpkin in my pot. And I had yam in my pot. That's not good, don't it? It's too much starch. You don't really need so much starch in your diet. Would you agree with me? Those who are viewing on Facebook, we don't need so much starch in our diet.
Oh, eat them.
Jamaica, so hey, what you say, Ashley?
Eat them something there, sir.
Know something here. So what do you eat? Pizza,
Rice.
rice. Okay. Did you know that? Well, Jamaicans don't know this, but let me tell you this: the people, if there's anybody from Trinidad watching, you would say thumbs up. In Trinidad, they feed their pets, well, dogs, and rice, while we Jamaicans eat rice. But what we feed our dogs on, that's what they consume mostly, which is turned cornmeal.
It has another name, cause
Turned cornmeal?
yeah, it has another
Okay.
name. I don't remember what mommy said it was, but yes, I
Okay.
eat it.
You eat it too. And I love turned cornmeal, you know. It's especially when it's spicy.
Mix up, the original turn
Yes,
meal.
when it's spicy. Yes. My grandmother made the best turned cornmeal. And I don't think there's nobody in Jamaica in the world can make a better turned cornmeal than my grandmother.
It's
Right?
all mommy.
Oh, it's true. It's true. I want to give you a joke. When my grandmother was cooking her turned cornmeal, and a years now, she not cook turned cornmeal, so she sweet, so she lose the touch. So when she give us a taste, me and my cousin a taste, I say, Grandma, you know, lose the touch. And when Tracy don't eat, Tracy come back for more. So we say, see that, you know, trust me. Come to grandma's house, man, and you get turned cornmeal. But you have to wait at the gate. You have to keep your social distances, okay? My
Yeah.
grandmother is that old. All right. So you must high diet in simple carbohydrates is a contributing factor. Frequency of eating. That means that some persons eat around the clock. Some persons don't have 3 square meal, you know. They literally have a 4 square meal, four-sided. They have breakfast, they have lunch,
You know,
they have dinner, and they're
upper.
snacking, their supper.
Yes, sir. Like me.
Tarsha, you sure?
Yes, sir. I eat. I don't miss no meal, sir, but I stay slim.
Oh, you have a very high, there's a word they call it, metabolic rate.
Metabolism.
I have to feel for
Metabolic.
snacks to eat it. I don't necessarily like snacks.
You don't like snacks? Okay. All right. We can snack, but it's what you snack on. Like, especially when you're in online school, you must always have some nice snacks. Snack on fruits and vegetables. Have a carrot like bunny rabbit. Yes, have a carrot like bunny rabbit. You understand? No, physical inactivity. And we heard it earlier. You said it, lack of exercise. So when you're in the exam now, student, I don't want you to try to memorize, but think about your everyday experience. If your friend's experience, you might see this overweight person, like them big so big like this, and they're not even walking right. There was a student at school last year, oh boy, I feel sorry for her. Whenever she comes to the canteen, I want to tell the canteen staff, tell her not to come in the line. She's really that big. Understand? Because she needs someone. No, 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 laugh. It's true. Someone needs to assist her, right? Because she needs properly guidance, But she eats around the clock. Yeah, see, and my little daughter don't get big. 'Cause she's getting big now. We'll just have to have her mother to square her down a bit because when she was a baby, I think most babies does it. Actually, you can remember when you're a baby, they have to have food in both hands. You know what's them it? Some of them they can't feel comfortable enough food in both hands. Those babies,
I was a eater.
you
I
was like, "Yeah,
never refused food.
you love food, okay? Well, I can't feed you. All right, let's go. All right, so medications too. I have a friend. She before she came to Holy Trinity, she looked nice when she was younger. Nice physique. But because of her illness, she has I think it is lupus. So she had to take medication like steroids. Persons who eat and feed on steroids normally gets big, bloated. Bloated. So it's not good to laugh at persons who are in that country because sometimes you don't know what is the cause of their obesity. So it's medications. You understand? But so in a case like that, you must sympathize with a person like that. Because it's hard. They have to take the medication. But the side effect is obesity, unfortunately, right? This also contributes to obesity. Can anybody tell me why you think psychological factors contribute to obesity? Nobody know why? Psychological factors. We'll talk about
I
psychological. Yeah, go ahead, Ashay. What are you saying?
thought it's like some psychological factors like make you stop eating overall. Well, I don't know
Well,
that.
in some cases, it has adverse effect. Some persons when they are because the psychological has to do with the mind. When
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
persons when they're upset, they
There
do.
some people,
Yeah, go ahead, Nicole.
there are
Yeah,
persons who stress eat. There are
what do?
persons who stress eat.
Who stress eat? Yeah, exactly.
Like, yeah, like when they're stressed, they eat a lot.
That is so true. Exactly. So it all depends. There are persons who stress eat, as Nicole says, and when they are stressed, they eat a lot. You understand? Like me now, I would not eat. I don't know if Ashley would eat when she's stressed. I don't know. But
No,
that's true.
sir.
You don't
I
eat.
don't moment I don't. I'm not a fan of food right now.
Not right now. Okay then. Well, I'm still a fan of food. I don't know about you. All right, no problem. All right. Now, diseases such as the big word there, insulin resistance, and those big words are also contributors to obesity. Actually, this is your favorite place. That's what I did cut and paste for the notes. All right. So you can screenshot this and make a note of it. You don't have to memorize everything, please. All right. Screenshot it if you wish. As I said, the video will be there for you to watch back over so you can get your notes. All right. So can I move on? May I move on?
Yes, sir.
Yes. All right. That sounds like a
Yes, sir.
yes. That sounds like a yes. All right. So we're going to move on. Now, I deliberately gave you this long essay. We're not going to go through all of it. Certainly not. Not necessary. But my reason for giving you this long paragraphs is not for you to write the notes. No, no. No, I think actually I gave it to you already. Text structures. Now, when you're reading, because you're going to do some reading for yourself too, you're not supposed to cut and paste the information. That is not going to help you. You are to paraphrase. You are to develop graphic organizers and make your notes. I don't want my students to make notes by just writing off what them say. I don't like that. Use your graphic organizers, such as a concept map, right? And you paraphrase if you must, right? But don't write about the same thing. Okay? Now write it in your own words. Now let's look at the first paragraph for argument's sake. It says the definition of obesity varies depending on what one reads. In general, overweight and obesity indicate a weight greater than what is healthy, right? So this author is saying to us is that the perception of the world is that if your weight is greater than what is that is conventionally accepted as being healthy, then you're considered to be obese. So I reword it. So reword it. Good. So let me show you how you can do it. Simple maths.
So it's
So
like okay, you read this and do like a summary yourself.
exactly a summary for yourself. So obesity then is when your weight is greater than the BMI that is for normal. And you can probably put it normal BMI.
Exactly.
Good. So easy. So I'm not have to write. We don't need to write over all that long sentence again. No. You're obese when your weight is greater than your normal BMI. That's what it's saying. So I don't want my students them to bear them head down and try. Some students they try to memorize they recite it. No, that's not necessary. Just read the thing and cut it short. You understand? Okay. Now, obesity is a chronic condition defined by an excess amount of body fat. So basically, they are saying that obesity, and you can draw diagrams too. Good? An excess amount of body fat. So, for example, I draw one circle and I draw some things in a circle, and one whole heap of something in a circle, one whole heap of something. They start come outside the circle. Once they start to come outside the circle, they know it's excess.
Yes, sir.
Right? So you have to read with understanding. That's what I'm trying to say to you, students. Read with understanding. Good. A certain amount of body fat is necessary for storing energy. So in other words, then, this is a discussion now, This is an example of a discussion. So they are saying to us that being when you're overweight is when your weight is higher than your or greater than your normal BMI. However, a certain amount, they did not tell you, but they said a certain amount. So they were not specific right here. Certain amount of body fat is necessary, is needed for. So what we're learning here now is the body fat serves several functions as listed: storing of energy, heat insulation, shock absorption, and other functions. So right in this last sentence here, you are getting what are some of the functions of fat. If I were you, I'd write that down. Good. So myself and Ashe, when time is cold, we don't need to wrap up under a blanket like Tasha, because we have our body fat. Right,
Sir, it
Tasha?
doesn't work.
It
It
doesn't
doesn't
work?
work, sir. No,
Seriously?
it's very
It
yes.
does. It does work.
It
It
worked, Nikosha? Of course it
Yes.
worked. I
does.
love when it's cold.
Me
Seriously.
too.
And if there's somebody living in Mandeville, I'm certain they'd agree. I love it, it's cold. But you can't be in Mandeville and be like Tasha. Certainly
It's
not.
very hot, sir, and I still have to cover up with sheet. So it
Seriously?
doesn't work. Yes,
So
sir.
you need to eat some more then.
I live in some hills. Probably that's why.
Okay, well, probably that's why, yes. All right. So it stores a lot of energy though, because when you look at a person's fat, now you look at their hands. Just imagine a fat man double his fist. Lord have mercy.
Lord.
Watch it, double her elbow.
Sir, I'm saying flabs. Body
Flabs. Oh, yes, she's showing her butterflies. I think I don't have much. I don't have
I
much.
don't have much, but
Well, a little there. Oh, you don't have much, man. That's why I feel cold. All right, so the fat is there for us to store energy. It is our heat insulation, shock absorption, not just the shock absorption. A person who drop like a fat. I mean, it's not them who's affected, it's the ground, you know what I mean? But and other functions. So good. So that's how you read with your you don't just read and write off. Understand the thing, you know, man. What is it saying telling you? Now, the last paragraph here, they said the body mass index best defines obesity. That's a fact. That's the author's opinion or worldview opinion that the BMI defines the best thing to use to define one's obesity or to describe. So you don't have to use by the word define or describe your state of obesity. A person's height and weight determines his or her body mass index, as we discussed earlier. Good. And you can draw one little stick man. And I say stick man. So
Sir.
I'm not showing any words now. So this person weight. So when you're reading, you can draw little pictures, you know. To show you understand. See? The little lines over so you see beside the person is where Ashley never remember what name, you know. I'm stand up beside it. Good. So that stick man there, his height and his weight is what they use to determine his body mass. That's what it said. Now, the body mass index equals a person's weight in kilograms divided by their height in meters squared. So, the body mass, you can actually read and write the formula. Now, this is what we do. That's how we can develop the formula from what they wrote. The body mass index equals, so we can say BMI, BMI equals, so you see now we're turning the English now into maths. See the difference? Equals what? A person's weight in kilograms divided by, so the weight divided by the square of the person's height. So this is the formula. That's what they're saying in a nutshell. So you can write down the word of sentence, or you can just write down that. That's what I'm talking about. Make your notes concise. The brain prefers you to give its information in small pieces. Okay? Digest the information, break it down. Good?
yes, sir.
Now, yes. So it says now so a person's height and weight determines his or her body mass index. The body mass index equals a person's weight in kilograms divided by their height in meters squared. That means the unit of measurement you must also. So if you were measuring the person in grams, you have to convert it in kilograms. If we're measuring the person in centimeters or kilometers, we couldn't use kilometers or millimeters. You have to convert it in what? Meters. Then you carry out your calculations. All right, good. Since BMI describes body weight relative to height, there's a strong correlation with total body fat content in adults. An adult who has a BMI of 25 to 29.9, which we looked at before, is overweight. An adult who has a BMI over 30 is obese. A person with a BMI of 18.5 to 24.9 is Tarsha, a normal weight, so she says. All right. A person is morbidly obese, extremely obese, if his or her BMI is over 40. Mercy, 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 mercy. Some of those cars that they build, some people can't even walk into it. All right. So I just showed you a while ago in this part of the slide how you must read and interact with the information. So you don't have to reread the thing again. You understand? Doesn't make sense. I read over the thing over and over. So after tonight, I don't expect to see any more cut and paste answers. Yes, and I'm chewing it very hard. The stone drop heavy. Okay, then. Now, in exams, they will give you a graph, and I'm giving an opportunity now to tell me what you understand from this graph. Three of you, give me your analysis of the graph. Don't take too long now.
But
Yeah, go ahead, Tarsha. I'm listening.
2021
Mm-hmm.
within the age of 12 to 19 years.
You have to talk a bit louder. We're hearing your three chicks earlier. We're not we didn't hear your voice now. Talk a bit louder, please.
Okay.
Yeah, talk a bit louder. Yeah, we're not. I'm deaf. Talk a bit louder.
I'm saying
Yes.
20 persons
Mm-hmm.
of 12 to 19 years old years
Mm-hmm.
of CCC.
Okay. You're obese.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Okay. Good. Wonderful. So you from this graph then we are seeing that the persons who are of the age 12 to 19 are are on the obesity side because so question though, very good Tarsha. The numbers that we are seeing on top of the bars, what those numbers indicate? What do you think those numbers are? On the top of the bars. There are some numbers on the bars there.
Percentage?
The percentage, no.
No.
Try again. It's representing something, man. Well, it could be percentage still, But what I think it's something else. What do you think it is? Probably it's percentages. Probably she could be right. Yeah, you could be right. Because I'm here thinking this is actually the BMI, but I don't think it's actually the BMI. Kind of body. It
Sir,
can't be the BMI. No, it can't be.
am I?
Because the figures are too low, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so it couldn't be BMI. So it could be the percentage. You're could be right there, Nikosha. All right. So what I want you to recognize though is that even though it is biology, they will get a sample size of individuals because they want to know the health of the nation, the health of the community, right? So they get a certain number of persons within a certain age group and to see which age group is risk is at risk as it relates to
Yeah,
obesity.
because I'm looking at the bar and I'm saying from 2 years old and they are obese is real bad.
It's really bad, exactly. That's why some parents out there think that to give a child, if he looks cute with one when with a bag of three chicks in one hand and a bag of chips in the next hand, some people think it's cute, not recognize the necessity of the child for death. You understand? Obesity, exactly. All right. Good. I remember my daughter before she was sick. It was very funny. Took her to KFC one Sunday evening. She was young, She was like between 1 and 2 years old. I bought her popcorn chicken. You know popcorn chicken?
Yes, sir.
And when the little girl get down in the popcorn chicken, you know what she said? Yummy, 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 yummy. Boy, if KFC had cheese, they would sell that popcorn chicken more. The baby saying yummy, yummy, yummy. But I'm thank God she hasn't seen popcorn chicken in years now. Thank God for that. No more yummy yummy. Yeah, so we do set up the young children at times to become a beast in their later years. All right. So you have to learn to read the graphs. Simple thing to do. All right. So we are in to one of the well overrated lifestyle disease,
Diabetes.
diabetes. Now, I choose slides with pictures because You can't read without pictures, students. This says a picture speak 1,000 words. Tells 1,000 words. So you can't read without pictures. Always have a picture. When I make your notes, always have a picture. Now when I do the presentations for my class, I don't want nobody to read off for nothing. You must know it. So come with a picture and tell me about the picture. Okay. Yes. Now, types of diabetes, mellitus. Now we look at type 1. And I want to compare them. Now, what they say about type 1, and if you look at the organs that are involved in diabetes here, can anybody identify any of such organ? Can you identify the organs from the pictures?
Pancreas.
It's pancreas. Is there any other organ that you can identify?
The intestines.
Huh?
Which ones are type 1, right?
Yes, type 1.
I'm looking at the male figure.
The middle. Okay.
Um, sir. Anyways, no matter. I'm just saying you have
It's the liver. It's the liver.
repeat, sir.
It's the liver. The liver.
Yes, sir.
The liver. 1 second there,
The
please. 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. All right. So as we were saying, so now the pancreas now, the pancreas cells destroyed through insulin deficiency. All right. So if your pancreas is destroyed, then you will not be able to get insulin because insulin is what is used to to maintain the level of glucose in your bloodstream. Good. So therefore, if the source of the insulin is destroyed, then of course glucose gonna be plenty in your blood. So what they refer to as a condition, get it straight now. An organ it becomes dysfunctional, creates a situation, a crime scene where a lot of sugar in your blood and nothing to influence the cells to use it, nothing to influence the liver to convert it to a storage called glycogen. Good. Now, type 2 on the other hand. Now, you tell me which I think is dangerous. Insulin resistance relative insulin efficiency eventually leads to beta cell failure. Secondary forms, something other they call it right here, so. We won't go into all of these things. But in the type 2, in this case, the cells are being produced, Sorry, the insulin is being produced. But guess what happened now? The cells are not accepting it. You understand? The cells are not accepting it. Good. I'm gonna learn more about this thing.
Sir,
Now, yeah, go ahead, Tarsha.
my grandfather had diabetes, and when he was alive, I had to give him insulin. That thing that you used to inject, the injection.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, and I'm wondering, I could you explain to me about when his sugar get really low, he would like eat a sweetie, and sometimes I'll have to give him the insulin. So I would like to for you to explain that.
Okay. And I'm not a doctor, but I'll try. Now, let's think about it. You gave him insulin because he had diabetes, right?
Yes.
And because the fact of the matter is, if remember, your body is constantly using up the sugar. So if his body is using up the sugar and not eating for a long while, then his sugar level will go low because there's nothing there to help him to convert the sugar so he can have it for later use. So he has to add sugar to his body. Good.
Okay.
Now his pancreas is obviously not producing enough insulin or any at all. And that's why you have to give him insulin.
Okay.
Understand? Because what the insulin does, the insulin causes the body cells to absorb um, the glucose that's in your blood. You follow?
Yes, sir.
As you can see in the picture, they measure the level of glucose in your blood with that apparatus that you're looking at right there. And they prick your finger, good. Traditionally, they would have used your urine test to test the quantity of sugar in your urine. You follow? So what they call it, when they say a person have sugar, it's really diabetes, see me. All right?
Yes.
Now, very good question though. And this is why HSB is not just for exam, but the knowledge that you get from it helps you to understand why you should live a certain way and why you should take care of other persons, just as Tasha was doing. Now, diabetes, and it's more technical than that, though. I just brush it over the surface, right? Now, diabetes is a group of metabolic diseases in which the person has a high blood glucose or blood sugar level, either due to inadequate insulin production or because the body cells do not respond properly to insulin or both. So in a nutshell, this person basically describes diabetes 1 and 2. So it has to do with the quantity of sugar in one's blood. Good. When you get to one of those lessons, you learn about there's a term where in your body, the, your body keeps a certain level of blood sugar, temperature, water in your body. The environment must be balanced. If it is too much, your body is going to react and ask you to take in, or well, let out. If it's too little, your body is going to react and ask you to take in. And that's why you have to get some sweets to build up your sugar level because you guess what I'm saying, Tarsha?
Yes, sir.
Okay. A very good question. And those in the chat, if you have a question, you can ask it. I'm seeing it. All right. So we're spending a little time on diabetes some more. Now, this picture, when I look at it carefully, I'm running through though, but the norm is because I'm going to move the HSB time from Wednesday. Biology is going to be on this day. I'm going to take HSB to another day because I want to take the full, you know, time. Now, Nikosha, are you still with us?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. Now, common causes of type 2 diabetes. Number one, obesity. We know that is already. Unhealthy eating practices. You can't that if you look at my belly now, I don't think you can see it, but it's not a good size. I'm trying to find a way to reduce it, but I don't know. I'm trying. Now, sedent, that S word there, lifestyle. It really means you don't exercise at all. And online learning, online teaching might end up be a cause of diabetes soon because we're not active, right? Pregnancy can cause diabetes, and that is obvious because when a woman is slim and she gets her first child or her second child, all of a sudden, God, the baby bring blessings to her body. You understand? She start get thick. You know, Tasha?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You know, right? So when certain persons start have a baby now, they might even bigger, even bigger, even bigger. Acute stress can cause diabetes. So it is not good to be anxious. Yes, not good. Cause so these are five things that can cause diabetes. Make a note of that. That's not what I write nothing still, but just make a note of that. Now let's look at the picture. Oh, I know turn attention to the pictures. Vital attention. Now, if you look at the healthy one, we have a picture of the pancreas right there, right? Right here. Picture of the pancreas right here. Good. Let me get my spotlight. This picture is showing us a pancreas. Good. Now, the pancreas, as you know, produces insulin, and the insulin as an hormone secretes. Now, this picture over here is representing a cell, a body cell. Now, this purple thing here is glucose, and then you have the insulin receptor. See here? The cell of an insulin receptor means it receives the insulin. Now, the insulin receptor now, the insulin tells the cell to open up sesame so that the glucose can go in. Not name sesame, please, but it causes the cells to open up and be appreciative and take in the glucose. That's a normal thing. Now, in type 1 diabetes, look, let us see what's happening. And I deliberately running through because of time. But now what I've done is for you to interpret the picture for yourself. But you know what? You interpret it. I want somebody to tell me about type 1. What is the picture for the part that is showing type 1? What is that saying to you? Who want to take that on? Or should I call a name?
Looks dangerous, sir.
It's dangerous?
Looks dangerous
Looks
because
dangerous. Okay, go ahead.
the insulin,
Because what?
it doesn't produce any insulin for itself.
Exactly. And therefore, what does that mean right there, sir?
Pancreas failure.
Yeah, okay, pancreatic failure, yeah. But so if there's no insulin being released, what is happening? What is the picture showing you?
Sir, there's no glucose going in.
Exactly. There's no glucose going in. So if there's no glucose going in, then where the glucose going to stay? In your blood. So that's why them use the blood test to determine if you're diabetic. You follow now?
Yes.
Now, if what is the purpose of glucose? Why do we need? Why do our bodies need glucose? Nobody know.
Provides energy.
Provides energy. Very good, Nikosha. So it provides energy. Good. So if a person doesn't have energy, what is going to happen to them?
They won't be able to
Become
move around.
They won't be able to move around. So they become inactive. Anything else? What else? Talk.
Sir, your body gonna feel luggy and tired.
Log and tired. Exactly. Easily tired. Exactly. Now, what you're basically doing, you're doing your discussion. Exactly. That's what you're doing. And you see, you draw a picture. Remember, we were talking last week Thursday. Actually, I wasn't talking, but last week Thursday, where we talk about description. It did the syllabus did tell you that you can draw and have words to back it up. Simple. That's what's taking place right here. So always annotate the diagram. See so once you're able to read other person's diagram, you can read yours too. You follow now? So that is saying to us that the insulin cannot go inside the cell. The glucose can go inside the cell. And if it's not going inside the cell will not be able to respire, forced to have energy, and therefore lack energy. Other organs are going to become dysfunctional, and then now you get tired, you can't move around and stuff like that. What about type 2? What is happening at type 2 here? What's happening at type 2?
Sir, I'm not sure how to explain, but I'm just saying, okay, what I'm seeing is that there is like a speck of glucose, right?
Mhm.
At the pinkish color X or whatever it is. So it's
Mhm.
like blocking that area. I don't know what to explain. So the insulin won't be able to get in. So the insulin receptor just trying.
Okay, well, not bad, not bad. All right, not bad, not bad. Blocking, okay, not bad. Anybody want to try and interpret this diagram?
so
Yes, Nikosha, we're listening. Go ahead.
to me it looks like the cell is taking in glucose but it's not responding properly to insulin.
Okay, all right, that's your interpretation. Okay. Tarsha, what about you?
I noticed different with a difference with
Tarsha, why you whispering to us?
sir, I guess it's my phone. Sir,
Yes, go ahead now.
I noticed something different with the glucose, the
Yeah.
energy.
Mm-hmm. All right. If you compared the type 2 to the healthy, and what I wanted you guys to realize, if you want to know if somebody is sick, you need to know what healthy is. And then when you see changes now, then you might assume that something is unhealthy. If you compare, good attempt, I should say to all of you. When you compare type 2 to healthy, in healthy, we see the production of insulin. In type 2, insulin is produced. But in healthy, the glucose enters the cell. But in type 2, the glucose is
Unable
not
to.
entering the cell. In healthy, the insulin receptor is responding to the insulin receptor of the cell is responding to this. Is they are responding. But in type 2, the insulin receptor say no, no, I don't know you. Keep your social distances. Meaning that the cell is not accepting the, accepting the instruction of the insulin. So remember the insulin tells the cell to receive the glucose. So in type 2, the pancreas is working very good, but the cell is not receiving the glucose. So my question to you, which one is bad? Type 1 or type 2?
Type.
Sir, type is
Tasha is a type 2 is bad or type 1? It's a type 2?
Type 2.
Okay. Why is the type 2 is bad?
So neither the where the glucose go through or the insulin receptor is working to go into.
Okay. Okay. Well, the type 2 is the worst one, I agree. Because our pancreas is working perfectly.
yes, sir,
But
but
go ahead. Go ahead, I'm listening. Talk up louder, man, so I can hear you.
insulin can be programmed for type 1, but type 2 no. The cell has cell failure, so whether or not insulin is provided, the cell should receive it.
Exactly. Whether or not insulin is provided, the same condition. Perfect. So most persons have type 1 diabetes. You realize that now? So the person who are on insulin, on they are most type 1 diabetes. So a person, so like your grandfather now, or is your grandfather you said? Tasha is a grandfather or
Yes,
father?
sir.
Okay. So your grandfather was a type 1
Sir.
diabetic person. All right. All right. Let's move on. So more pictures. More pictures. And the repetition is good for the soul. So don't worry yourself about that. Now, in type 2 diabetes, what we're seeing here some more. Pancreas produces insulin, glucose is present, but it says this, the insulin moves glucose to what? Cells. That is normal. So the normal is saying to us that the pancreas produces insulin, you eat and you get glucose. And then the insulin said, no, there's too much glucose in the blood. I'm going to move some to the cells. That's really what is happening right there. Everybody understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, when a person is diabetic now, insulin produces less, so the pancreas produces less insulin and more glucose is in the blood. The insulin moves less glucose to the cells. So in other words, this one is more like a type 1, type 1-ish, right? Now, so this is where now you have a situation. That's why you go to the doctor, they will give you additional insulin so that your body can, your more glucose will go into the cells. And the type of cells being illustrated here. Can anybody tell what type of cells being illustrated there? What type of cells is seen there? But I can identify the type of cell. Muscle cells. All right, those are the muscle cells. So here, these kind of, I hope when you're using pictures, you must try to interpret the pictures. Don't just draw them and leave them. Good. It helps to understand, and to me, pictures are even better than our bag of words. All right, much better. So when you're watching the videos, have some pictures with you. You draw upon the picture, you can write upon the picture and say, "Oh, that's what Sarah said." Right. So if you don't like to watch the videos alone, right? Ashley and company. Yes, ma'am. Ashley and company. You can have blank pictures, unlabeled pictures. And when you watch the video, pause and label it, and you pause and write a little annotation point that said, this is what Sir is saying about that when you're watching those videos. Good? Now, on the other side of the picture now, normal, we see that the pancreas again releases the insulin. The insulin receptor tells the cells to take in glucose, and glucose enters. For type 1 diabetes, again, we realize that the B cells are destroyed. So if you don't remember beta cells, you can say B cells. They are destroyed. And because they are destroyed, little or no insulin is being produced, and therefore they, there's no sugar to go into the cells. In type 2, reduced insulin production. Good. Insulin is there, but the insulator, the cell is resisting the insulin. And once the cell is resisting the insulin, then there will be no glucose going into that cell. That's a sad situation. So if I were you, I would try to research how do they treat patients who are type 2 diabetic. That's your research for the next class. Now we're coming close to the end of class. We still have a little time. By the way, you guys are understanding so far?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Nikosha, same for you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. I don't know if the persons in YouTube are understanding so far. They're kind of quiet on the quiet side. Factors causing diabetes: too much food with too much animal fat. You hear that? Is not a Seventh-day Adventist. Build this. Learn that. All right. Too much food with too much animal fat. Okay. Not enough exercise. Because guess what? When you exercise enough, you're constantly using up the glucose. Therefore, that can also. So a person constantly using up glucose, and a person who's type 2 diabetic might end up being the kind of person who, and there's a cancer called pancreatic cancer too. So the cell diabetic can as not the person not necessarily diabetic. There could be some cancer could be there affecting the pancreas. All right. So we have to eat healthy, students. And I have to try and go back to my healthy eating too. Now, not enough exercise. One set of genes inherited from parents make you hungry. Wow. Wow. Tasha, when you married, I'll give you that kind of gene because you say you always eat. Another set of genes cause greater insulin resistance. So they are saying that this is from the genetic end. This is where the genetics comes in. Is the fact that one set of parents will cause you to have type 2 diabetes. Eh, okay. Now overweight need extra insulin as body becomes resistant. Okay. Now, other set of genes inherited from parents make islet cells in pancreas wear out early and cannot make enough insulin. So they are making but not enough. And the result, body needs more insulin but cannot produce it. Type 2 diabetes. And we know that the cells will resist it. Okay? So, before we go any further, I want you to tell me, anyone to tell me, what's the key in identifying type 2 diabetes? What's the key? I started Nikosha. What's the key, Nikosha? Nikosha?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, tell the class what if a person has type 2 diabetes, what exactly is happening there? What's the main cause of type 2 diabetes? Apart from what was listed. I'm listening. Go ahead. Just tell me in your own words. Tell me in your own words. Okay. All right. Tasha, you want to help her out?
I'm thinking.
Eh? You're thinking?
As you said, we can't use what's listed. So I'm thinking.
You could use what the picture show you still. The picture I'm expecting to rely on. Expect to rely on the picture. It was on the picture, no? You want me? I'm gonna give Ashley a chance. Ashley, are you there?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
What's the main thing that contributes to the condition of type 2 diabetes? You might mute again, you know. You know answer?
My bad. Obesity, sir.
Yes, but I don't want, no, I'm not talking about, well, that's a cause, isn't it? I mean, like, what are we really looking for? That's what you guys are having a problem with. Remember, the cell itself is not accepting the insulin. That's really what it is. It is resisting the insulin. If resisting the insulin, then the sugar will not be able to go into the cell. That's really it. Remember that part of it.
Yes, sir.
You understand now? What you follow now?
Yes, sir.
So that's what I really want you to remember from this lesson. That type 2 diabetes is where the insulin are still producing, the pancreas is still producing insulin. Glucose is just not being able to go into the cells because the cells are resisting the insulin. That's it. Make sense? Make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now the other picture, basically what we do is repeating the whole thing here, you know. And nothing is wrong with that. So type 2 diabetes here, we see taking place here is that sufficient insulin secreted in the bloodstream. As you can see, increased glucose in the bloodstream. The muscle unable to use glucose due to insulin resistance, or obesity inheritance and other factors heading leading the to insulin resistance. So the main thing right here is insulin resistance. So we talk about type 2 diabetes. When you go on the road now and people ask about type 2 diabetes, you must tell them that CDP labs tell us say, is insulin resistance. That is the answer. Insulin resistance. So all the factors that we've just mentioned, it leads to insulin resistance. Is that clear? Is that clear? Hello?
Yes, sir.
It's just like a girl. A man look the woman like the man, you know. But she just pretend that she not like him. So she's resisting. And because he's a gentleman, he just walk away. Just stay away like the sugar. Sugar. You know? So just remember that. She's resisting the man. Therefore, the man will not make an approach, no advancement. Good. So it's the same thing. Insulin resistance. Okay? Good. Now, so but some of the things that humanly or we have control over is overweight, high fat cholesterol levels, high blood sugar, and smoking. What is a lifestyle? So there are lifestyle causes for diabetic that leads to insulin resistance. That's what they're saying to us. But there are lifestyle causes that leads to insulin resistance. So we're looking at high blood pressure, high fat and cholesterol levels, overweight, sedimentary lifestyle, and smoking. All right. So we will just stop now because persons probably feel sleepy. Can't give you too much information in one night. All right, same picture. And we're going to stop at this point. Next week, we'll pick it up back here and we will go into the cardiovascular disease. So basically, this is where we stop for tonight. All right. So I wanted to reflect. Now, one of the reasons why I want you guys to do the presentation because it allows you to own the knowledge. If every night I come on class and I tell, that is not going to give you the grade one that we are working towards. It is only going to give you a grade four. And we're not working for a grade four. We're working for a grade one. So EDP Lazarus Services, the home of grade one students. Yes. Good.
Yes,
So
sir.
make sure for next week's class, apart from Ashi preparing a respiratory presentation with that thing, the lungs, I want both Tarsha and Nikosha to come prepared to present on tonight's class using some form of manipulative. Okay? That's what I want. So I beg your hope, sir, you bring that thing come. What I want, I don't want a picture. I you make something. Make something. We look like a pancreas. I get an idea now. I cut out one cardboard, something under there, a cartridge paper. I attach it. I have a cell. And you're going to tell the class about type 1 diabetes and type 2 diabetes. Okay, Tasha and Nikosha?
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you can do the same thing, Madam Martin.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So you can come prepared for that one too. Because if theirs are short and we have enough time, we'll do presentation. So now because it's online, presentation begins now. Come next week because I want when I you leave my class each night, you know it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Welcome to the club, Nikosha. Getting a taste of what somehow I had to go through. So come prepared.
I see, sir.
Oh, you see. Good. Come prepared to teach me tomorrow, next week, about diabetes type 1 and diabetes type 2. Okay. Nikosha, how was your class tonight? Let's start with you. How was your class?
My class tonight was educational.
Okay.
I was kind of sleepy, so
See there. That's
it
why I
was
cut it.
hard to
I know. That's why I cut it
it was
short.
hard to concentrate.
I know, man. That's why I cut it short. No, the timing. I think I'm going to take it from Wednesday and put it to another time on start at 7 p.m. Maybe on Thursday. Because since we are taking a break on the EDPM class for now, we need some more numbers, Ashay, for EDPM. Okay. Yeah, we need more students for
So,
EDPM.
sir,
Yeah, go ahead, Nikosha.
what about the information technology class, sir?
Alright, it is
For
undersubscribed for now.
information technology class.
Yeah, it is undersubscribed. That's our problem. And you're the only student enrolled for that class. So we need if you can get four more students or three more students along with yourself to join that class, then Mrs. Riley will allow that class to go forward.
Okay, sir.
All right, cool.
My school EDPM class, sir, I don't really know much people because it's
Mhm.
mixed. So I'm new to most of these people, so I don't really know them.
Okay, but you can still speak with Miss Wright and see what's going on. All right.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Um, so that is that. Okay, Tasha, how was your night tonight?
Your class was good, sir.
Class was good. Okay. So is it you ate your three tricks?
I ate my flatten.
Oh, you're planting. You're planting chips. So you're going to still eat planting chips after tonight?
Sir?
You're going to still eat planting chips after tonight?
Yes, sir.
Seriously? Seriously? Okay. Okay. Well, I have a bit of information to give you though. You don't have when the insulin run out, the pig insulin run out. I think that's where they get insulin from the pig. When that run out, you can there's mushroom is good for diabetes. Mushroom, very good. It has its own insulin.
Heard I have yeast. I'm allergic to yeast.
Oh yeah, look, the mushroom have yeast.
I think so, yes, sir. That's
Yeah.
something like
Mushroom is a bacteria.
or whatever. Whatever.
Mushrooms are bacteria, but I think you have the edible mushroom. I think you guys are
No,
referring to
fungi.
the
Fungi.
fungi. Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah, the fungus. Yes. I think you guys are referring to the non-edible one, but they have the edible ones that are good. But I would not run the risk though if you're allergic to yeast. All right. And actually, it was your class tonight. It said you have
Good,
company.
sir, real good.
Real good. Okay, thank you
I
very
did
much.
discussion.
Oh, and the discussion, yes, it did. That's true. You participated well tonight.
I learned
Right?
not to copy and paste.
And you learned how to copy and paste. Okay, very good. All right, wonderful. Okay, and it was a pleasure having you guys on tonight. And as we always say, we give God thanks. And just remember this thought that I shared with students in the maths class. If you weren't in the maths class earlier, and the devotional thought is this as you go to your bed: trust in the Lord with all thy heart, lean not unto thine own understanding, but in all things you acknowledge God, and He will direct your path. So, ask God to increase your capacity to learn the subject, to utilize the information, and acknowledge Him. And He will direct us to how to do so. But you have to trust in Him. All right? That's it.
Sir,
Yeah, go ahead, Nikosha.
I haven't received any email for any messages for the next access code
You
for
don't get
Schoology.
you don't get the email. You didn't, no man. It's two emails. Check the last one because I realized the first one was only had one access code, but check the second one. There's two emails that were sent to you back to back. If it's still not seen it, let me know and I will try to send it back. All right.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And um, I'm going to put some videos on Neo LMS for you, Tarsha, so you can start watching your videos too. But let me know when that thing can work out for the that device. All right.
Okay, sir.
Okay. All right. So you guys have a good night and good
Same
night
to
to
you,
our.
sir.
Yes, thank you very much, and good night to our viewers. And on YouTube, we ask you please to share the the channel and subscribe to it so you can know when we come back on to the class. And students, you can subscribe if you have not yet subscribed to CDP Labs YouTube channel, please to subscribe to it. Thank you very much. Share it with your friends and your family. That because what we really want is that to tell you the truth, we want the numbers to increase so that we can hire other teachers so other students can get other help. Back in the past, we had good number of students, but because of various factors like before COVID is kind of a blessing in a sense because before COVID, parents were afraid to have classes online because of the scamming and this and that. But we are no scammers as you can see, right? And but some persons were afraid. There's a lot of persons that registered for CDP Lazarus services, over 150 students in one school term, but they were afraid to go forward because the trust factor. So you are experiencing a class, share it with your friends because I know more persons need help. And we do not, actually, can tell you, we do not choose teachers who are not competent. Our teachers are normally competent, but they have to be paid, and the numbers need to increase so we can rehire those teachers so they can be in action. All right. And Miss Riley is adamant that we cannot go less than 4 students to our class, because reason why we have less for for tonight's class, because I'm the one teaching it, and she might teach English. So because she's the one, she's not really the original language teacher, as she can tell you, but we don't have the adequate number of students to hire those specialized teachers. So you can assist us by spreading the word, and we can take it there. But in the meantime, focus on your studies as well and do your work. All right? Goodbye. Ciao, ciao.